Okay, I don't know. I hope I can put this video back together. I turned it off because the dogs were barking. I told them to be quiet, but they don't listen to me. I had to turn it off because they get really loud and it doesn't matter. I tell them to be quiet. I think I say shut up. I don't know. I don't even know what I said. Because as soon as they start barking, it really ricochets in my head because I've got 5 of them. And when they go barking, oh my gosh, it just, it tears my insides of my head up. So, and so I know if it did me, it probably did you guys as well. So I turned it off. Hopefully I can put this video back together. If I can't, I'll put just 2 separate up, one back to back, you know, and I'll put it in the description that it is the continuation of the video from before because I was changing Laura. While I had the video off, I went ahead and put her headband on because it's one that you have to tie. So I'm not very good at tying them. But I put it on her. She let me, and there it is. How cute. Isn't she beautiful? She's so beautiful, my baby girl. This is my Laura Rose, and she's my pickle sculpt, and I just love her. And yeah, and she was my very first cloth vinyl, and I just love her to pieces. And yeah, we got your diaper on her. We got her diaper on. We have her, she's got onesie on. She got her headband on. Now we're going to put her little outfit on. She has little socks on. You see little socks. I pulled them down. They got a little big bow on them. Look how cute they are. Let me see the bow better. There you go. And then let's see if you can see it. I don't know. I saw earlier you could really see her veining, but I guess the lighting is not good. I'm sorry about the lighting too, because I don't have a ring light and I don't have one of those cameras. I'd like to get one. Maybe, hopefully, praying that my husband will get me one for Christmas. Well, my birthday is in November. Maybe he'll get me one in November. But if he doesn't, I'll just have to keep using the telephone and whatever light that I have available right now. And so I don't have good light. And I'm so sorry for that. Please forgive me. And but yeah, this is my beautiful baby girl. So now let's put your little outfit on you, finish you up. Let's see. Well, you can't see her if I lay her down. So I will hold her. And so this is that little outfit I was telling you about before. I'm going to get it on her. Oh, look at how it works. So let's see. Put your legs in it. Wait. Yeah, that's the right leg. So, yeah. So here we go. But, so, let's see. I'll pull this down look, so you can see the little bow on the sock is really cute. And, so hopefully, going out right now is a little rough with me because I have to rely on my husband and my sons to give me to take me places because I have neuropathy I got from chemo. I had cancer, but I'm cancer free from the cancer that I did have, and I pray to God that I have a good report. I had to go for a biopsy yesterday, and I pray for a good report on that, and then I will stay cancer free, and that's my prayer. And I'm trusting God for, and yeah, that's what I'm praying for, a good report on that biopsy. It's a different one now. It's on my bone this time, but I had uterus cancer, and so yeah, I went through a really bad time. I had the highest chemo that you can have, and it gave me neuropathy, and it was so bad that I couldn't drive because I couldn't feel the pedals. And so I haven't been able to drive, and I haven't driven in 2 years. And of course, you never forget how to drive, so I can't wait to be driving again as soon as I can at least feel it, you know, the pedals. I don't have to feel them like I did before, long as I can feel them and I can gauge the pressure to stop the car. You know, that's where I had the problem was when I tried to drive. When I tried to put the brake on, I couldn't feel the pedal, and I couldn't put the pressure on that was right, that needed to put on for a stop. So the first time I stopped, I almost went through the window. the front window because I stopped so suddenly. And the second time that I tried to make up for it, then it was so scary. I almost hit the car in front of me because I had to, you know, you put a little bit of pressure as you go forward. So after that, I was like, no, I'm not going to try it again until I can actually feel the ground, and then I'll try to see if I can feel the pedals. So then I had to rely on everybody else to take me places, and it's hard because even though, you know, they love you and this stuff, but sometimes they don't want to take you to places you want to go, or they don't want to get out when you want to get out, and so it makes it very hard, you know. And even my husband, you know, he's, you know how men can be sometimes, and you know, he works all day, and then he doesn't want to take me anywhere in the evening when he comes home, and so I don't ask on those days. But then on the days that he's off, he wants to do his thing and, you know, relax, whatever. And so, and my favorite place to go is, of course, Barnes and Nobles, because my other hobby that I love is reading. So now to snap her up, I'm gonna have to lay her down. You can lay down there, Laura. Huh? You can lay down. Let's see if we can put it where at least they can see you a little bit. And Laura Rose, my sweet girl. And let's see, we can get you in this. Now this is supposed to be, let's see, this is 3 to 6 months. Now let's see if we can get it on her. Down here, she's so chunky in the legs is where we have our problems, is because she's got some little thunder thighs going on here, and she's so, let's see if we can get this going on. Some stuff fits her really, really nice on 3 to 6 months, and then some stuff it has to be 6 months or 9 months, depending on what it is. And if it's French maid, I always say French maid because, you know, they tend to run smaller when you think of the French people, or, you know, and stuff. And even when I used to have clothes for my own self, because I'm a bigger girl, if it was too small, I always said it was French made, which some of it probably wasn't, but, you know, so I always said that because it was funny. And so I was saying that about Alora's clothes, because some of these 3 to 6 months fit her and some of them don't. Now this one is a little snug. If it was zipped up, it probably would look a little bit better in some of these little gaps where, because the button gaps, you can kind of see a little bit, but let's see. It's good around the neck, and it's good in the arms, but this little bottom half is just a little bit snug. Yeah, it's going to pull a little bit open a little bit where these little buttons are, but it's cute anyway. She looks so cute. Let's see if we can get her up and take a look at her. Come on, baby. Let's get up and let's take a look at you. Huh? There we go. There we go. Let's turn you around. We can get in the camera. And you can, there you go. Look how beautiful. Let's see if we can get in a better light. Maybe we could turn this a little bit, get the lighting better. How about that? There she is. Look at her. You can see it's pulling a little bit, but that's okay. Look how beautiful she is. And let's see. Come here, baby. There you go. Then you can see little socks with a little bow on it. There we go. So beautiful. So, yeah, my little Laura Rose. Let's pull this over here so I can relax a little bit more. And maybe this will sit up here. I don't know. But, you know, I got the quilt here, so it may not. It may be really stubborn. I'll have to move the quilt off the table to even, yeah, I'm going to have to do that. Move the quilt off the table. And because, you come here. One of the things I love about the pickle sculpt, I just love about my baby girl, is she hangs on to you. Like, when I hold her, like when I turn her around and when I hold her, she hangs on to me. She'll grab onto me and she'll just, come here, baby. Just close this up here. Put my arm over. But yeah, she hangs on and she grabs onto stuff. Let go. And she'll, and usually my dress at the top, now right now she can't get it because it's a little bit high. And if I have her a little bit higher, she will get it. But yeah, she hangs on, and sometimes she just does it by herself. But yeah, this is my sweet girl. Let's see. So let's put this over here. Let's get rid of, put that over there, and put this over here. Uh-oh. Because this is going to go on. There we go. Let's move this quilt that your Tanti made for you. And look at the gold in there. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if I showed you the gold part before, but it really stands out. It's got a little bit of a bling to it. So it's really on the parts that have the gold on it, the little strips. It's all the way through it in different areas, of course, because you know it's quilted in this patch. Or you know how they do that, piece by piece by piece, and so it's through it. But this is only the one piece right here on this one, but look at the colors. I love these colors together. Absolutely beautiful. So let's put this over there. There we go. Okay, my sweet girl. Now let's see. Okay, now let's see if I can put this a little closer. I don't know what we were talking about before, but there we go. There we go. But anyways, I wanted to talk about courage too, because you know, I didn't get to actually talk about it. Now she got it. Look at that. I don't know how she did it, but look what she did. She got it at the top. I didn't think she could get it at the top, but she did. Isn't it amazing? It's amazing how they made her, the sculpt, they made her that she just grabs onto you. Like I didn't even think that she could do it. And she's actually pulling it. Look at that. That's like a real baby. It's so cool. She's just adorable. She's so sweet, and I love her so much. She's a little pickle to hold. I tell you, the holder is just wonderful. I try to fix this camera up. It's crazy. But yeah, and but she's so beautiful. You're hanging on to Mama, aren't you? Huh? But I want to talk about courage a little bit too, because you know, you need courage in like a lot of things, because basically if you don't have courage and you know you have fear, because it kind of goes side by side. They're both kind of there at the same time. They're both there inside you, you know, and it's one will rise up, or one, you know, but only one can come in its place. If you have fear, then you don't have courage. If you have courage, then you don't have fear. It's amazing, but you know, it's like the things of God and faith, and but yeah, so you know, you need courage to walk in life, you know, to get over things, to face things that, you know, are scary, you know, and you know, courage, sometimes you think you don't have it, and you think that, you know, where is it, and it's not there when you need it. But when fear abounds, it paralyzes you, and that's one of the reasons why you don't feel courage, why you don't feel, you know, like if you get I don't know, like taking a baby out. It's when I first took Alora out, I was scared. I was scared of what people thought, what they would think about me, especially, you know, I'm older and I don't have the support that a lot of women, or maybe some, I don't know, some have, some don't, in this hobby. This hobby is definitely controversial with people, because the babies look real. I don't know if that's what the fact is, or the fact that we're adults and our hobby is the baby dolls, you know. But they look like real babies, and so I think that, you know, and anybody that holds them, when they do put down their prejudice and they actually hold them, they start rocking them, and they start, you know, cooing to them and looking at them, and because they look so real, it's an automatic instinct to start babying a baby, you know. And but yeah, so I've been told, you know, you're too old to, and what are you doing with that doll, and what are you doing, you know, your babies are grown, because I have two boys, and they're grown, 23 and 21, and so, but you know, and it's really something, because my husband doesn't understand at all. He doesn't even want to see them, so you know, I hold him and stuff when either late at night when he's in bed, or when he's at work, like now. That's why I can make this video. And so I had to take courage even just to have them, to even just buy one to bring it home and show it. When I first got it, my other ones, like, you know, I hid them, and then so he knows about a couple of them now, but because he doesn't want to know about them. And he told me flat out, you know, what do you want that kind of hobby for? Matter of fact, What do you want any hobby for? Because my other hobby is reading. As you can tell, I got books, my bookcase, and I got bookcases. And, but yeah, and so he's like, you know, he doesn't understand it because he doesn't do them, but he definitely doesn't understand this one. But as far as, but he has gone out with me a couple times with Laura, and I'm trying to soften him up. And he's gotten a little bit softer than before. You know, he when he was really strict on him. But Alora has softened him up. She's the very first one he's seen, and I've taken her out a couple times with him, and you know, he griped about it and got in the car and stuff. But when I started to do the video on outings, he calmed down, and he didn't. You know, he got a little bit more accepting, and I think that he got more accepting because he saw that, you know, there might be people that accept it because of the videos, you know. So I don't know what he thinks. We haven't talked about it since the last time we went out, which you saw that was at the park, and it was with Alora. But yeah, let's turn her around so she can look. You turn around, baby girl. Come on, so you can look. No, now she's got me. Look at her. Now she's grabbed me up this way. And you can, now she's got me up by my neck. You little sweet darling. You always just got to touch mommy. You're always touching me. And so yeah, he'll come around, I think, all the way. He's gotten somewhat there, but he's not there yet. I'm still waiting. But yes, Alora, though, this sweet little pickle, has grabbed his heart somewhat, and made it a little bit more accepting. And but it took courage to bring her out to begin with, because I already knew how he felt, and it took courage to take her out. And fear paralyzes you. It took me, like, I thought about it, and I wasn't fear, and so I didn't take her out the first few times I wanted to, because I was afraid of what people would think. And you know, I already had a good dose of it from my husband. And so I thought, man, I don't know if I could handle any more from other people. And so I didn't take her at the beginning when I really wanted to. There are places that I had wanted to take her, and I didn't take her just because of fear. And then when I did get the courage, it's so cool because, you know, I put that fear down, and I said, I'm going to do it. And once I made the decision and started to follow through on it, I took that first step, you know, putting her in the car seat, and then starting to go down the stairs to go out the door. The courage welled up inside of me, you know. And when we got to our destination, I actually enjoyed being out with her, and I actually enjoyed doing it. And it was a lot of fun, and it felt so good. And she's such a sweet baby too, and it just made it even much more fun. And but it took courage to do it. It took courage. It took the first step was the hardest. To make the decision was hard. That was like the very, very first step, was actually to make the decision to actually do it. You know, I was playing around, wanted to do it. And, you know, I decided to do it and then changed my mind because it wasn't like a strong, you know, because I let fear rise up in me. You know, the what ifs, you know. And then by the time I was finished what ifing myself, I no longer had the determination to take her out. And so once I stopped that, and I just said, you know, I'm going to do it. And I didn't what if myself, and I just did it. I enjoyed it. And yeah, was it scary? Yeah. You know, and the one part I have, I don't know how to do it. I had pictures of her the very first time I took her out, is before I started to do YouTubes. And I took her out one time before that. That's just the one time. And one person saw her, and they thought she was real. And I was sitting on a swing with her, and they thought she was real. I'm sitting in rocket chairs. That's why you see me going back and forth. So they thought that she was real, and they saw her from afar. They wouldn't come close to me. And they said, is she real? Is she real? And I said, no, she's a reborn. And so I said, do you want to hold her? And she was like, no, you know. And but she said, I thought she was a real baby. But then just the way that you held her, I had moved her a certain way, I think, when I was taking off her shoe. And because I wasn't paying attention, and I wasn't paying attention. I was just enjoying myself, and I was enjoying her. And my friend was with me, and she had her little granddaughter with her, which was 3. And I was trying to keep Alora uh, away from her somewhat. I wanted her to hold her, and I let her hold her and stuff for a little bit, but at the same time, I was like, trying to monitor. And so when I was taking off her shoe, I turned her a certain way, and that's when the girl saw that, the way I turned her wasn't normal or natural when I took the shoe off. And that's when she had decided to ask me. I think it gave her courage enough to speak up and ask me if the baby was real, because she had thought it was real up to that point. And she thought Laura Rose was real up until that point. And then, yeah, but then it took courage for her to even speak out. So but she did. But she wouldn't come close to me, and she wouldn't hold Laura. But she was fascinated with Laura from afar. And yeah, that was the very first time I took her out. I had Laura in a Duna, but I got it off of Temu, which is really, I love Temu. But of course, the Duna is not a real Duna, because if it was, it wouldn't be on Temu, And but it's awesome. I love it. It's a car seat and a stroller in one. You just pull the back of it, and the legs come down, and the wheels do, and then you can push her around, and then when you want to put her in a car, you just push back up on it and push it down. It goes back into a car seat, and you can put it in the car. So it's just everything right there, one-on-one. And being older was nice. I have a baby carriage, and it has a car seat that hooks to it as well. You can either push the carriage with make it a stroller with the car seat, or push it with a pram and make it a baby carriage. But I don't really take that one out too much because it's bulky and heavy. And so I mostly take the one that's, the little fake Duna one from Temu. I take it out, but I love it. I love it. I'd love to have a real one, believe you me. But hey, it works, right? What works. So yeah, but because I spent crazy on my dolls, but yeah, my babies. So anyways, I was talking about courage, but anyway, so I got the courage to take her out, and then I enjoyed it so much. So I took her out a couple times. I videotaped it for you guys in previous videos, and but we were talking about courage, but it took determination, and it took a willingness to step outside the box, to step outside myself, to get out of my comfort zone. And a lot of times, I don't think we get out of our comfort zones. And to push ourselves past the fear to do something. And but this hobby, I think, is just absolutely wonderful, and I love my baby. And the pickle, my pickle sculpt, my little Laura Rose, is still my #1. Although I love Salish and Solmiel, and Solmiel is really special to me. But as far as when I watch movies at night, and when I want to cuddle and hold, it's a Laura Rose. So yeah, this is my baby girl, and she's just hanging on to mama. And I rocked her to sleep. So I think I'm gonna say goodbye and put her down since she's gone night-night. And so you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.